Hello there, welcome to Just Celestina, where I talk about self-care, skincare, and other things. Okay, so today I'm going to be talking about certain things that you should do and certain things that you should not do if you're battling hormonal acne. All right, so number one, ooh, my hair. I'm thinking of locking this hair, but oh my god, jeez, how did I just move from that to this? Anyway, so first and foremost, do you like my hair? Guys, you like my hair? I like it so much. I like it. Do you know I made this hair myself? I did it by myself. Yes. So maybe very soon I'm going to be teaching people how to make it. I'm just joking. Anyway, so today I'm going to, as I said, I'm going to be talking about certain things that you should do and certain things that you shouldn't do if you're battling with hormonal acne. Let's go straight into today's video. Now, first and foremost, a lot of people that have hormonal acne probably don't know, but the truth is that hormonal acne has less to do with your external appearance or your outer skin. Okay, it has more to do with internal influences, what the things that are happening inside of your body. Do you understand? That's why it's called hormonal, because it has to do with your hormones. Do you get what I'm saying? Now, let me say something. So, for women, right? A lot of women say this thing that when our period is approaching, when I say period, I mean our menstruation is about to begin. A lot of women say that they experience a change in their behavior, like they start to get snappy. Even me, I've actually been like, I've experienced that. You start to get snappy, you start to get irritated, start to get harsh sometimes, like seems like you're not as tolerable as you used to be, and you now will be like, wait, what's going on, what's happening to me? So study went on to show that it has to do with the hormones. It's sometimes it's not a spiritual problem like a lot of Nigerians think. In fact, I've seen controversies where people would say things like, oh, if you're a woman and you're saying that because your period is coming, that is why you are getting harsh, then you are a witch, you need to go for deliverance. It's not that hard. It's not that deep. Do you understand? The only thing I would say about that is if you're using your period as an excuse to exhibit unkind behaviors and to be terrible to people, to be condescending and disrespectful towards people, then you should go for that deliverance and therapy. Okay, now I just said all of that to make you understand where I'm coming from. It has to do with your hormones. That is why it's called hormonal acne. Sometimes it is beyond your control. So you just have to be conscious of it and abstain from certain things and do certain things in order to get a balance within your hormonal infrastructures. Okay, as I was saying, now when dealing with hormonal acne, you want to focus on treating things internally, abstaining from the things that will tend to stir up triggers inside of your body. So you want to abstain from certain kind of activities, certain kinds of foods, certain kind of drinks, certain kind of conversations, certain kinds of people, certain kinds of relationships that would not trigger your hormones to begin to, act funny. All right. So one of the things you should not do if you have hormonal acne, one of the things you should not do if you're trying to balance your hormones is do not give yourself to stress. Try as much as possible to minimize the amount of stress that you process, that you experience, because there's something about stress. Stress causes discomfort, not just physically, but even mentally, even emotionally and hormonally. if my English makes sense to you. So first, you want to minimize stress as much as you can, all right? And when I'm saying stress, I'm not just talking about physical stress. I'm talking about mental stress, emotional stress. Those family members that are stressing the heaven out of you. You want to be able to like avoid certain things. This water just dropped from my head. Did you see that drop of water from my hair? Because I had to wet it. And by the way, I made this hair myself and I love it so much. Like, I need to tap into my natural hair. Because what are you saying? Anyway, back to it. So, as I was saying, you need to avoid those people that trigger you. Like, you need to know your triggers and avoid those triggers. Do you understand what I'm saying? In order to balance your hormones. There are certain people, you are dating the wrong person. You need to cut those people off if you want to get your good skin. I'm just saying. Anyway, number 2, you need to stop taking a lot of sugary foods. Stop taking a lot of sugary foods. Like, you take a lot of soft drink in the morning, you drink Coke. In the afternoon, Pepsi. In the night, you drink Fanta. I'm not saying fuzzy drinks or these soft drinks are bad. That's not what I'm saying. Before people come and sue me, please. What I'm saying is that too much of it for someone who is trying to balance up their hormones, that's trying to work on their health, so much of these things can, trigger hormonal imbalance in you and lead to breakouts. Okay? The next thing I'm going to say is this. If you're battling with hormonal acne, please and please reduce the consumption of milk, dairy products. Reduce the consumption of milk, fatty milk, and all of those things. You can lean towards milk that have no fat in them. Do you understand? You can lean towards milk that are produced from products that are not really quite fatty. Do you understand? So please reduce the amount of milk you take. And for we in Nigeria, and considering the economy and all of these things, we probably don't have access to good quality milk that would not really add so much fat to your body. So, but if as much as possible, just try to reduce the amount of dairy product, of milk that you take, of candies that you take, of cookies that you take, of milky donuts that you take, pastries, and things like that. Just try to minimize the consumption of these things. Okay. So the next thing on the list is this, that you should avoid if you're battling with hormonal acne, is try to reduce the amount of harsh products that you use on your skin. There's some people there's a product on the market now that promises to deliver sharp, intense, swift, clearness on the skin, and people are getting it. So someone reached out to me, and she has hormonal acne. So I said, okay, can you send me the products that you use? Like, what are the products that you use? Let me see them. And when she sent the picture, she had one product that is quite strong, and it's actually rumored that it contains steroids. Do you understand? So she sent that to me, and I told her okay. So she said she used it and it didn't work. In fact, she started experiencing more breakouts and all of that. I was like, okay, I'm glad that you stopped using it. So this is what you should now use. But we didn't even go ahead with the transaction and with this service because she wasn't able to afford what I recommended. Yeah. Anyway, as I was saying, so you need to stay away from harsh products that promise swift, immediate transformation. You need to stay away from harsh products. Any product that promises swift, immediate transformation are to be avoided by all means. All right. And another thing I'm going to say is, if you're having this, you're facing this, you're trying to cure this hormonal acne, please do not fall into the scam of acquiring a lot of products. So it's not always going to be the more the products, the more likely you're meant to get a transformation. No. Sometimes you just need to work with minimal amount of products that are effective. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that is one of it. And avoid the the trap of buying as much products, a lot of products, 1,000 of products, just because you're trying to work on your hormonal acne. And finally, I'm going to say this: when you're dealing with hormonal acne, you want to avoid products that can clog your pores, skincare products that can clog your pores. Oh, highly comedogenic products. Comedogenic products are products that can easily clog your pores because of the ingredients that they were formulated with. Do you understand? So you want to avoid products that can easily clog your pores. Do you get what I'm saying? So that's it. Now let us move to the things that you should do. And so let's move to the things that you should do if you're battling hormonal acne. First on the list is try as much as possible to sleep well. Get good quality sleep. Do you get? Sleep well, and it's going to help to balance up your hormones. Do you understand what I'm saying? When you sleep well, it's going to balance your hormones, it's going to regulate your hormones, and it's going to really help you. Another thing is, as I said, do not overstress. Anything that's beyond your control, please just leave it. Surrender everything to God. Okay, you have to surrender everything to God. It's not, everything is not going to be under your control, so you just have to surrender when you're battling hormonal acne. There was a time that I was grieving and I had a bombardment or bombation of hormonal acne, pardon my English. And later on, I realized that in that period, after that period that was coming out of it gradually, I realized that I think it was this thing that also added to my acne. You get, so it's not easy, but God will help us. So another thing to do is infusing your diet with vegetables and anti-inflammatory foods, basically like ginger, cucumber, leafy foods and shots and juices that are made from ginger, cucumber, like I said, and what's it called now? Why am I forgetting? Just do your research and you will get a list of these anti-inflammatory foods that you can blend up and into a juice and consume to regulate your hormones. Lastly, we are not going to end this without mentioning the importance of hydration. You need to hydrate your skin. You're battling with hormonal acne and you're not hydrating your skin. My brother, my sister, you're making a very huge mistake. So go ahead to drink as much water as possible. Drink a lot of water. For some of us, we don't like water, but we have to just drink it. We have to drink it for our own good. So for your own clear skin's sake, please consume a lot of water. Reduce all of those frozen drinks, those soft drinks with, healthy ginger shots, water, and you're going to get good results. You're going to sense some transformation. Yes, you're going to come back with a testimony. anyways, I hope I've been able to share something that helps, and I can't wait to see your skin glowing. I can't wait to see your skin transformed and improved, and you get all of that confidence that you so desire. All right, guys, if you are yet to subscribe to my channel, please go ahead to subscribe. Like this video, share it with other people so they can also benefit from it. Please don't forget to subscribe once again. Please don't forget to subscribe once again. Please. So I'm going to see you on the next one. All right, guys.